Welcome to NRP On Demand. As the railroads moved into the West and as they started to eliminate the buffalo and as they were trying to get more white settlers to move into the West, it's important to remember that the white settlers were moving there in order to take advantage of the Homestead Act, the new marketplaces created by the Transcontinental Railroad. This is a long tradition that goes back in American history, going all the way back to Andrew Jackson and the Trail of Tears. If you remember, that was when Andrew Jackson took 5 or so different tribes and tried to push them east across the Mississippi into Oklahoma. So this a very similar goal is happening here in the 1880s and the 1890s, and that is to push Native Americans from their traditional tribal lands onto reservations. And even then that wasn't good enough, because as new mineral resources were found to be present, or as more white settlers wanted to get into the territory, the Native Americans were pushed onto smaller and smaller reservations. Now, it's important to remember as well that when we talk about the Plains Indians, we need to remember that there was no single Plains Indian designation. There's many different tribes that we use that generic term for. So what often would happen was the government would make a treaty with one tribe and then apply it generally to all different tribes. And it didn't really work that way. Which led to a series of what are known as Indian Wars and other conflicts that we'll talk about in a minute. Oftentimes, even with these treaties and reservation systems, the Native Americans are going to be taken advantage of by corrupt government officials who would pocket the money that was supposed to be used to relocate the Native Americans and basically let them fend for themselves, even though legally they were not supposed to do so. They're supposed to be providing help and assistance. So all in all, this policy is not good, and it's going to give way to something that's arguably not much better. Thank you for joining us with this NRP On Demand broadcast. For more information on the National Reconstitution Project, our mission, or the projects, please visit our website listed below.